Avatar 2009, the pivotal movie. 4 themes that restructure the world by Luminous Mountain. Avatar 2009, as of March 2021, became the highest grossing film of all times. Beyond doubt, it was epic movie making. 4 sequels are expected, second one in 2022 and the final 5th in 2028. But more importantly, it is a pivotal movie that hinted on what to expect in the unfolding of the 21st century world. All great movies are allegories of our time, and Avatar is definitely so. Let's revisit the major cast that represent the conventional world. Corporate leader Selfridge, Military Colonel Quadridge, and Lady Biologist Dr. Grace Augustine, head of the Avatar program. Finally, the wounded warrior Jake Sully, a disabled former Marine. These are the 4 personalities that represent the conventional world. We are one of them, or somewhere in between. Then we have Pandora, a distant moon inhabited by the tall Na'vi humanoids. Neytiri, Jake's eventual partner, is an upcoming spiritual leader. Pandora represents our deeper reality within. There are 4 themes, as I see it, that act as operating principles restructuring the 21st century world. To be at ease in this age, reflect and practice on what Avatar 2009 has shown us. First theme, see beyond the ego self. The movie's most common phrase is "I see you," uttered many times by Neytiri, Jake's partner. Jake eventually learned it too, certainly not easy to say it sincerely. Corporate Selfridge and Colonel Quadridge can't utter this phrase. Both have their selfish goal, to get the rare mineral. Scientist Grace, being detached, can only say, "I need to take some samples." Jake knew of his shortcomings, physically disabled, mentally naive about Na'vi, but his military skills became handy as he inhabited a Na'vi vessel, his avatar. Who then is Jake at this time? When we see a blind man using a cane, it's obvious that the cane is an important tool. But from a neurocognitive point of view, the cane is not something outside him, but a part of him. It is not just a tool, but an extension of him that becomes his eyes. In other words, though he is blind, his eye consciousness has been transferred to the cane. It's the same with Jake. Jake's consciousness is transferred when he inhabits his avatar. His avatar becomes an extension of him when he leaves behind his limited body-mind and learns to let go of his self-interest. Second theme, all is divine, pantheism. When there was no organized religion, man saw all of existence as animated, an expression of divinity. In modern times, this worldview is called pantheism. In Pandora, this divine constant is Ewa, the all-pervading mother with her energy network that feeds all. Neytiri to Jake, all energy is only borrowed, and one day you have to give it back. If all of reality is only Ewa, everything balances out eventually. When Jake asked Ewa for help, Neytiri said, "Our great mother does not take sides, Jake. She protects only the balance of life." Selfridge with his corporate acumen may dream of exploiting the Ubnotanium for his own benefit. But eventually, everything he holds will have to be returned if it doesn't balance out. Some traditions today are sensitive to this divine constant, being respectful with all give and take. One touching scene is when Jake shot down a hexapit, a food source for the Na'vi. Before Jake's clean kill, he spoke to the twitching, dying animal. I see you, brother, and thank you. Your spirit goes with Ehwa. Your body stays behind to become part of the people. Third theme, Rise of the Feminine Principle. Scientist Grace showed Jake a picture of Moat, Neytiri's mother, then her father. He's the clan leader, but she's the spiritual leader, like a shaman. The clan leader, usually a male, is the face of the tribe. The spiritual leader, ideally a female, is the soul of the tribe. In the restructured 21st century world, this will become more common. The feminine principle is the ability to create space for growth. Moat to Jake, why did you come to us? Jake said he came to learn. Moat replied, it is hard to fill a cup which is already full. My cup is empty, trust me, Jake answered. Though a warrior, Jake is able to create space, to have a childlike, innocent mind. Neytiri, in her early meeting with Jake, saved him from danger. Jake then asked why Neytiri bothered. You have a strong heart, no fear, but stupid, ignorant like a child, Neytiri replied. Jake only needed to learn how to see, which cannot be taught. The whole movie is much about the interplay of opposite values, dominating to flourish, male, versus stewarding to fulfill, female. One has gone to extreme and a returning is much needed. Fourth theme is all about coming home. As Jake became closer with the Na'vi, especially after being able to ride on his personal fiery bird Banshee, the Na'vi world became more real for him. As he woke up to unlink himself from his coffin-like container in the military base, Jake thought, everything is backwards now, like out there is the true world, and in here is the dream. Later, when Jake's face and body were painted to prepare him for the rite of passage to bring him into the Na'vi world, it was his return to the true home. The aliens became true family. Jake then pondered, the Na'vi say that every person is born twice. The second time is when you earn your place among the people forever. After you become, you return to your being. Once we are familiar with our true home, humanity, being, only then can we be at ease traversing between worlds. We walk between two homes, humanely, with reverence for life. Avatar is a uniquely powerful movie. It has affected people in many ways. Some inspired and transformed, some in daze for dazed, and some get depressed. It was a call to action movie. Align yourself with the above four themes in your life and act on them. Stretch your comfort zones. As Jake has said, sometimes your whole life boils down to one insane move. Lao Tzu Tao Te Ching Chapter 6. The valley's spirit is everlasting, known as the mysterious female. This gateway of the mysterious female is the root of creation. Like silk, it is continuous and endless, its usefulness inexhaustible. If you have gained value from this work, always give others the opportunity to reap this value too. Sharing is caring, and caring brings fortune.